If I knew 20 years ago what I know now, I'd be filthy rich. We just didn't have that information back then.
Hey, what's up, Hood family? It's your boy Riz. I'm sitting here with Beautiful Bean. We got a good guest tonight, man. He has his hands in so many things. He does a lot of things. He's a rapper. He's a entrepreneur, a manager of a promoter. He got Traffic Jams Promotion. He got his own painting business. I mean, like I said, the man do a lot of things. We're going to find out exactly what he do. So I need all my ratchet cousins and bougie in-laws to put y'all hands together for BigRigBaby.
BigRigBaby.
Lean out in this thing, man.
Hey.
What's up, my boy?
Chillin'. What's good with it?
Man, you know, same old thing.
Oh, yeah.
It took a while, long time in the making.
We're busy, man. Working.
Busy, boy. Busy ain't the word. You be everywhere, man.
Busy ain't the word.
You just got off the plane, didn't you?
Yeah, last week I went to Dallas and Houston.
Yeah.
I was tagging along with Lil Baby in their concert. They tour. Chris
Okay.
Brown and Lil Baby.
That's what's up, man.
Nice.
So, how was that?
It was nice. You really got to see the back end of it. You know what I'm saying? Like the trucks, the buses, everybody from the stage to the cooks.
Yeah.
Like you seen all of it put together. Everybody work as a team.
Yeah.
And they get the job done every night, every show.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was nice.
That's what's up. So we're going to get into that, how you got to the level where you at right now.
Yes, sir.
But first we want to start in the beginning.
Okay.
For everybody that don't know, your real name is Patrick
Williams.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody know you as BigRigBaby. Well, we want to take them back to where it all started. You know what I'm saying? How it began.
Yes, sir.
So, your upbringing, like you got your kids here. He's a father too.
Shout out
He's
to
an
the
amazing
father.
father.
Shout out to the dad.
Appreciate it.
We well, a lot of people don't know, but I know. Some people know. You posted a lot. You talk about your dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your dad passed away. Growing up in your household, how was it?
Oh, it is what it is. You feel me? It was what it was. Growing up with both parents, you know what I'm saying? You know, some might say it's great, some might say they have issues, you know, but being in that family ramification of just, you know, having both parents under the same roof, we got a balance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got the love from my mom and I got the love from my pops. And, you know, my pops really just showed us how to work. You feel me? Like we had a job back in elementary school. So while a lot of people was getting J's and shit from their mom, we was working for $1.02 for 89 Reeboks.
Yeah.
You feel me? So we always had a job. He always taught us how to just get up and go get it. And then one thing I learned, I don't like the word no because I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah.
You tell me no, I'm going to make it a yes.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, growing up with that, like, you know, once I lost my pops, going on 3 years ago, it really took me out because, you know, I ain't had nobody to come to and talk to and make sure I got my shit together and make sure I'm on the right path. So, you know, shout out to him because his birthday coming up Monday.
Shout out to him.
Shout out.
Yes, shout out to Pops. Yeah.
So, I still got my mom here, you know what I'm saying? And I'm working with her, you know, making sure she's straight, making sure everything is good with her. And, you know, just trying to, you know, step 1 foot at a time, you know what I'm saying, one day at a time. And really just, you know, figure life out. Because like I said, ain't no manual to life. You just got to figure it out. Whatever you put in your book, that's your chapter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
So
that.
it's up to you, you know, from the beginning page to the end, how you want it to go.
Who is up to?
Right.
It's up to you,
Oh, okay.
yourself.
And shout out to moms too.
Yeah. Shout out to Mom.
So
Yes.
in your household with two parents, was it strict?
It was strict, but I knew how to maneuver around because I'm the baby. So that's why I got to watch him.
Yeah.
You know, shit you couldn't get away with your mom, you can get away with your dad. Shit you couldn't get away with your dad, you can get away with your mom.
So who was the
Who always gave in first?
right?
My mama.
Not your mama.
I'm a mama's boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Cause
like,
you the
mama,
baby.
come on, mama.
Yeah.
Come on.
So you the baby. So is it sisters or brothers?
Yeah, I got an older brother and I got 2 older sisters.
Okay.
So I'm the baby.
Right.
So I'm going to get my way.
Yeah.
It's a good thing and it's a bad thing, but you just got to know how to use it.
Like everything in life.
Right.
So dad taught y'all how to work.
He taught us how to work. He taught us how to, you know, get stuff done.
What
pay
was
bills.
one of your first jobs?
My first job was actually cleaning up, maintenance. I'm actually from Chicago,
Okay.
And my dad used to work for the owner of Vogue Cleaners' dad. So once he opened up a cleaners, he was like, if you come down here, move down here, your family, I give your kids a job. Mind you, in elementary school. You know what I'm saying? So that was our first job, learning how to clean, you know, clean bathrooms, sweep floors. We knew how to bag, tag, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And my dad was a jack of all trades, so I always used to watch him. So, you know, fast forward, I used to see everything he did, and the only difference I did was turn it into a business, which was a handyman business. But it's all the same stuff: cleaning floors, pressure washing, washing cars, painting. Everything is one business as a handyman, but it can be separated into corporations. So that's why I never could, like, feather, like, just being on a job and somebody telling me how to do my job when I know how to do it. How you a manager, you gonna tell me how to clean the toilets, but I do this every day. You don't. It's clean. So, you know, when they want to come nitpick and all that shit, it do something to me. That's why I was like, I just got to get my own.
I can't work for nobody.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, my dad taught me how to do that. That was my first job. My mom's side, she taught us how to love. You know, how to take care of a woman, you know what I'm saying? And we watched her, like, watch my dad take care of her, and, you know, so we just learned different stuff, you know. And, you know, sometimes it's good to have both parents. Sometimes you still going to get the same thing. You still going to learn at the end of the day.
At least that's the goal.
That's the goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you learn how to work early on.
Yeah.
He taught you how to save money and all that kind of stuff.
Save. That's all you used to say. Save your money.
Save your money.
Save your money. If you got $100, what he used to say, hold on. Spend 10, put 10 in your pocket, put 40 up away, and then put another 40 in the savings. So it's something like that, you know what I'm saying? So you'll always have money. Always have a backup for a backup. Rainy day money.
Okay. And then fast forward, you went from saving to investing. So we'll get into that. But so you was working for somebody. At what point, at what age did you say, no, I'm not going to work for somebody. I'm going to start my own business?
It was actually, I got fired from Walmart for not taking a lunch break.
Because he was working. He was working.
I was working. So it's funny when I tell people this story. So I'm waxing floors. We short that day. We got this whole section blocked off. We waxing the floors. So if I would have left, wasn't nobody there to watch it. So I was like, no, I'm going to just stay here. Y'all go to lunch. So I go to lunch an hour later. Because with Walmart or corporations, you got to take an hour within you got to take a lunch break within 6 hours. It was 7 hours. So, you know, I take my lunch break. It's time to go. So I'm like, they called me to the office the next day and was like, we're going to have to let you go. So I was like, why? Because I was working, and that's what happened.
Oh, wow.
I love it, though. You know, I can still go back to that same Walmart in Pinellas Park or the one on the south side. I still go in there. And I just think about it like, damn, if they wouldn't have fired me, I'd have been over here with this 20-year badge, like, proud, like I'm still here.
You recently took a picture in there when you were sitting
I don't think that would have happened. Your mindset wouldn't have let you.
I was a worker, you got to believe. Like, once you in that working world, you take that check and you start adjusting your life around it.
You're right.
So if I'm feeding my family and I'm making money, where I'm going to go?
I get it.
I'm not looking towards, like, owning no business and all that. I'm looking towards, I'm taking care of my family. I got this check. I'm finna do it.
Gotcha.
And that's how they keep going in 20, 30, 50 years.
Because the money just coming, it does what I needed to do, so why go anywhere else?
Yeah, so when they fired me, you know, I had a couple of jobs here and there. I end up going off to Job Corps. That changed my life. I love Job Corps. Because I finally was like, I'm finna finish something. Like, you know, I done went to college. I tried it. I'm like, nah, that ain't funny. But this hands-on. And I'm like, I can get out here and do the same shit I've been doing that my dad taught me and these jobs taught me. And it was facility maintenance. So I was like, I could turn it into a business. I really went up there to drive trucks, but they tricked me. Because they said I had to do a program before I do truck driving. So I'm like, are you serious? That's another year. So I'm like, well, let me knock it out. I knocked it out before a year, and I end up leaving. Because I was like, nah, I end up getting married, have my family and stuff. So I'm like, nah, I'm finna go. So that's why I skipped the trucks then again. So when I got home, mind you, Vogue Cleaners, he started buying houses, the manager. So once he started buying houses, I was, I got in the field. I do for the facility maintenance. So it was the same thing. So I was able to work for him. And that's how I started my painting business, because I'm outside painting the house. The neighbor come up to me like, how much you charge to paint my house?
Yeah.
So everybody like, oh, you can't start a painting business. You need a loan. You need this.
No.
Again,
that gift make room for you.
Right, but
that
then remember when I told you I don't like to hear no?
Yeah.
Right.
I go get 5,000 flyers, a bucket, a screen, and a roller. I got a painting business.
Right.
I'm paying houses $300 on the side with my check. Mm-hmm. So now it was a white guy came up to me. I still got his card. He was like, let me break it down to you. He was like, you shorting yourself. He said, I could hire you to paint all my houses and make millions of dollars off you. I said, what you mean? He said, you need to be getting $1 per square foot at least. So that house I just painted $300, it really was $1,000.
Wow.
So I lost $700. So from that forth on, I need $1.
Right.
So there go Pat the Painter. That's how Pat the Painter was born.
How old were you when you started that?
Pat the Painter, I want to say in my 20s. Yeah, everything was young. You know what I'm saying? Everything was young. Because I made Job Corps right before the cutout date.
Yeah.
The age. So I want to say back in 2012, 2013 when I started. I've had my business.
You say you started with a roller.
A roller.
And a bucket. And 5,000
sprayers.
Yeah. Because I never was painting. I mean, I never was spraying back then. We was rolling everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So imagine 1,000 square foot house, we're rolling it.
Right.
I'm out there sweating. So I'm working for my job from morning to about 3-4 o'clock. Get off of that, go see my family, and I'm back right there working. Right. Or I just stay working and then come home after. So like I say, working is working is something different. Owning a business, it has a gift and a curse, because you lose a lot of family time and stuff like that.
Right.
But if you focus and you got a goal, you just got to take them sacrifices.
Say what? Give a number on how many houses you done painted.
I was just thinking about this yesterday. It's got to be over 1,000. Because some I don't even have pictures of.
Right.
Like when we first started. Because I started by myself, and then Larry came about. You know what I'm saying? He stayed down. He worked hard. And I was like, bro, this is what I'm going to do for you. When we start these houses, I'm going to bust it down the middle with you. So if the house 1,000, you get 5, I get 5. But I had the bigger picture. I'm like, bro, we can really turn this up and, have something where the family can come work and do, make some money. But a lot of people don't have the same dream, you know what I'm saying? So most of the time it was just me and my partner out there sweating. But, we was going, we was getting it,
Yeah.
So I say about 1,000 or more. It could be more.
Then you start knocking them out quicker once you start getting the sprayers and start learning how to paint that house.
Yes.
You're not just painting it, but it's a what you call it? It's a
vision.
It's a way you have to paint it.
Yeah, because sometimes it got to the point where the customers, I just tell them to pick me 3 colors. Yeah. And just believe that I'm finna make it look good.
Right.
And they do it.
Yeah.
And it comes from the trim, the pop color, and then the body.
Yeah.
Like some people just paint 1 or 2 colors or 1 solid color. No.
No.
I was gonna say that because when you start painting, not only you were doing a good job, but your houses was looking different.
Yeah,
you can when they got a house painted from Pat, you knew it was like you had a stamp on it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I knew it because I always had that pop color,
right?
And I always make sure their colors are good. You know what I'm saying? Because not only the house gonna look good for them, it's gonna look good for me because your neighbor's gonna be like, "Who painted your house?"
Right. And that's word of mouth. Yeah,
and then when I tell them the price, they're like, "That's it."
Yeah.
But we still have people that are talking about $1 was too much. I said, okay, well, what you need to do is call this paint company, call this paint company, and then call me back.
Right. Because you'll be calling me back.
You will. Because they was charging extra money just for like trim, what is it, base, the doors, everything was a different check.
Yeah.
And even when we seen them numbers, we still was like, look, for our people, we just need $1.
Yeah.
We happy with the $1.
Right.
Yeah. Because it's going to be consistent. It's going to
and then that's really going to get you, it's just going to flow.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to flow. So I like the way you reinvent it. Like, sounds like you're multi-dimensional. So it was Pat the Painter.
Right.
It's Big Rig. Like and life shifts. So I say, practice living. We get one title, one thing, and we stay stuck there. And I like how you just keep on living as life be lifing. You life with life. You bob and weave. I need to be this right now, but I'm also this, but I'm gonna dodge with this. And I think we need to learn how to do that more. We forget how to practice because we mastermind everything. Mastermind this, mastermind this, and we forget to learn and grow. Learn and grow.
Now, before the painter, you was already rapping.
Okay.
And what was your name before it was BigRigBaby?
So the story about my name, I used to sell candy, back in elementary. Like I said, I had a job, but I still had a hustle. I knew I was hungry during the day in school, so I bring snacks. And I'm like, okay, other people is hungry. So I'm like, okay, now I can sell snacks. I can make money at school and then go to work and make money. I'm like, oh, there's money everywhere. Yeah. So my rapping name was Candyman. But when I got with Gutter Sound, shout out to DJ Trends and them in Crete at Gutter Sound, they was like, nah, that ain't gonna work, So we went back to the drawing board, and my dog Rio said he helped me come up with the name. But it was basically, I was like, I like trucks, so we just came up with Big Rig. And then I was like, well, let's call it BigRigBaby, because you gotta put that baby on the end.
You gotta put the baby on the end.
Yeah, it sound better. BigRigBaby. You know what I'm saying? So it's catchy. So that's how the name BigRigBaby came on.
Okay. I remember long time ago, you did a show. Didn't you do a show they had like some kind of event like at Snow Peak.
You talking about MLK?
It was a long time ago. This was like 2011, 12.
Oh, jeez, you taking it back.
It was like one of your first shows, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know you've been rapping for a long time.
Yeah.
You was BigRigBaby. You put out a couple songs. One of them was like a club song.
Do what I say.
What is it?
Do what I say.
Yeah.
It was either do what I say,
club, twerking, something.
I just seen the one bending over like your shoes untied.
That's the one.
Ish played it.
Untied.
Yes, Ish was in Turbo. He was like, bro, I bet you don't remember this. So he played it. The song go like, bend it over like your shoes untied, treat it like a bicycle, girl, ride. Yeah. So I'm like, boy, that shit say 10 years ago, about 10 or 20, something like that. I don't know. It was old.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was like that was the name of that one. So yeah, around that time, if you're talking about a show, it was probably MLK right in front of Metro. That was like one of our first shows, you know what I'm saying? We used to be named Young Stunners back then, and that was like right out of high school, 06, 07. So yeah, we was rapping. What happened was Mario was a little bit better than me. Well, he was better than me. I ain't gonna say a little bit. He was better than me. He had the look, the lyrics, you know, the girls. So it was more fitting for him. Me, I was still getting into my image. You know what I'm saying? My hair was still short. I had my beard. It was just, it was kind of like a mess. I ain't know about the drip. You know what I'm saying? So I was still building, but at the same time, I had to make a choice.
Yeah.
You see my daughter right here, she's 14. So back then, she was just born.
Right.
So I didn't feel right putting money in my music, and I still needed to go get Pampers and wipes. So I was like, nah, this ain't what a man's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're supposed to chase your dream and all that, but at the same time, you got to handle responsibilities. Because I refuse to have anybody, taking my place. I'm a man. That's my kids. My responsibility. So what I ended up doing, I had to put the music on hold.
Father?
Yeah. So I had to put that music shit to the side. You know what I'm saying? And it hurted me because that's like my stress reliever. That's what I go to. I can be lost in the sauce and just make some music. Yeah. So I don't regret nothing I did. You feel me? I said that was back in 06, 07 when I stopped. So I just had to handle responsibility. And then I never really got head back into the music because it take money to make money. And back then, they were signing people, but that was right before all this social media, internet. It was back in the day with CDs like Master P. You had to get out here and hustle. Yeah. So I couldn't like get out there and really do shows because I was at work.
Right.
You know, while they was going out of town with, you know, DJ Trends, Get It, My Get It, and all them. They in Atlanta, they in Georgia, they all here, but I'm here. I know I gotta go to work.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get
and you got responsibilities, yeah.
Yeah, so that really made my music, taking care of my family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's you go through the ups and downs, you go through all that, you go through raising kids, you get a better view of life.
Yes.
And then you're not stuck like these artists that just they put everything into the music and now they don't know how to work because it's just like sports. You want to play football, you want to play basketball, but you ain't got no extra hustle.
Right. And if that fall through, then what else you
now you lost.
Yeah, in the sauce.
Now you depressed at McDonald's, Burger King, and you like, man, I used to be this, it ain't no used to be me. I did that.
Yeah.
But
and I'm doing this. Come on.
Man.
So you was rapping, you took a break from it. But the love of the music never lost. You never left.
Oh, no.
You never lost that. So when you did get the funds and the money to fund your craft, that's when you came back with it.
Yeah,
and you came back hard.
You
came back stupid hard.
Let them know,
Let's talk about what was that change, because like you said, when you was young, you was already an entrepreneur. You already had a job. You already had a hustle. Then you started patting the painter. So you was already getting money.
Right.
You was already used to money. But something shifted to where you was making this much money to you was making this much money.
Right.
What was that turning point?
I started investing in like Forex and playing with the markets and stuff like that. And then I started hiring people and doing less work.
Right.
Because
outsourcing.
Yeah. I used to be like that person, well, when I did, like I just learned self-employed, that means you're still doing a lot of work. But when you start hiring people and like your money work for you, that's a different change. But it's kind of hard because like with Pat the Painter, a lot of people are not going to give you that same touch. Or they're not going to go as hard as you because it's not their business.
Right.
They just working for a check. So you got to think like when I was working for a check, I was a little bit different because I had a purpose. I knew what I needed this check for because I was using my check to invest in my business. A lot of people use their check just for their bills.
Yeah.
So, and it's like if you keep doing the same thing, you're going to get the same income, the same output. But if you change it up a little bit, you might get something different.
Oh, that's them gems, y'all.
You feel me? So, what I did was, right now, I'm with, dang, I forgot the name. But basically, I'm with Forex, and they got a robot. So, basically, you just hit a button, and it trade for you. I started to trade at 5:30 at night. I mean, in the afternoon. No, 5:30 in the afternoon, and then wake up at 6:30 and cut it off.
Right.
And it does all the work. So I'm making money while I'm asleep.
Right.
And the initial investment was like $3,500, $25 for the robot, $1,000 for the account, and you get a funded account. So you got to go through the challenge. You know what I'm saying, for 30 days, and you got to go through. I think the challenge is 16,000. You make the 16,000, then you do another challenge. And after that second challenge, they give you an actual funded account of $200,000. So you're playing with real money. And then all you're doing is pressing the button. It's really that simple.
Yeah.
So I'm with that group now, and I'm just learning different avenues of money so you can make money while you sleep.
Yeah.
Investment with properties, renting out properties, stuff like that. So it's all just just trying to keep that money going, you know what I'm saying, so you can be able to follow your dream and be able to relax a little bit.
Right. So what is it like to be able to, so you're really doing for your children what your father did for you, just with a twist.
Just with a twist.
Just with a twist.
Like
so what is it like to be able to regurgitate that, to give that back in a different, more elevated way?
Right. I love it, but then again, I got to watch it. Because, I was out there working, like, labor. Now it's more internet chilling, social media.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to, like, they got a balance. They got a little bit of the hard working because they used to help me paint. They used to come out there and cut grass, wash cars. They used to do all that.
Right.
Especially my daughter. She used to scrap with me when we was strapping
Listen,
metal.
you take me to the junkyard, y'all. So don't mean no. I love getting my hands dirty.
Yeah.
Listen, I love fixing
money.
stuff. Yeah.
We get all that, we get the little money. I'm like, keep it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's different, and I love it. That's why I was like, one time I looked at my Uber Eats account, and I was like, Jesus, there's a lot of money I'm spending on food. But at one point, me and my wife had to scrape up change to get something to eat, a Happy Meal.
Right.
So when I say that in my lyrics, that shit is real. Like, we literally used to take change from my daddy jar to go get Happy Meals. Like, broke.
Yeah.
Bill broke.
Right.
That's why I always say bill broke. Because it's a difference between being broke with no hustle.
Right.
But but you can be broke with bills. But your bills is paid, but you ain't got no extra.
Right.
So now that I got extra, it's a gift and a curse. And that's why I got a new album on the way called Depressed with Money.
Depressed with money.
Depressed with money.
Okay.
Because if you look at a lot of artists, they go through so much. It really don't get no easier because you got a bag.
Wait. That's the gym. Shot hit the baby.
It don't get
Hood
easier.
Jim.
It don't get easier because you got a bag. Because you got to realize now you got more hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you got more people they think they know you, but they don't know you. They follow your social media. Now they looking like, they don't see all that shit before. You ain't see when I just had painting shoes and boots and I was in my painting clothes, no edged up, looking a mess.
Yeah.
Going to work, getting that money.
Yeah.
I still was getting people signing checks for their house, and I looked at homeless because I was just so busy working. I didn't have time to go get my hair cut. I didn't have time to go switch clothes. But I can get you with my conversation, and my work speak for itself. Yeah, that's me.
Right.
And if you don't believe me, I don't got to take your money. You can pay me when I'm done.
I think this is good, you creating a balance, because that's what it takes, right? You need a balance. It allows you to hang 10 when the waves of life come, right? Because they coming. Life be life, and Tupac called life a certain thing for a reason, because it can feel just like that. And so I've seen it because I work at the hospital, and I can see how the children now only look at the parents as vending machines. Like, what can you give me to make the drip look good? But they don't have a balance, because when mama don't got, they now hating the person who raised them. They now angry at them. But we're not teaching them, like, you got to work for these things. Like, it's a balance. And I want to be able to make you look nice, but you got to produce it. Right. Man don't work, they don't eat. Like, right? So yes, I love it.
And that's why we never spoiled them like Jordans and all that shit. We was out there working. They actually have their own business, Pack Snacks, where they sell water, ice, and snacks off a truck. You know what I'm saying? They started from the house, worked their way up and got them a truck. Got two trucks. We ended up selling one of them. And now they got one of them right there on, where is that? At the Bells Bombing. Right there on 6th Avenue and 34th Street. Okay. Which they should be reopening in like September.
All right.
So,
and it's called Pack Snacks.
Pack Snacks.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Yeah. So with the Pack Snacks, I remember when you first got a food truck. It's like, even though you was hustling and you was making money, it wasn't enough.
No.
You always needed something else.
You still got to keep going.
You kept going. How many businesses do you have?
I don't know. It's a lot. Because I just opened up some nonprofits. Yeah. Shout out to the Be Angels. She helping me, Brittany Success, she helping me open up my nonprofits because with my giveaways and stuff like that, I want to be able to like keep going with it and turn it into a business so I can get other incomes for people to work for it and, be able to give back to the community like I've been doing. So I just opened up like 3 businesses with that. And we're actually, I just reopened. It was a business that I started with my kids before Pack Snacks. It was called I Can for College, but I turned it into a nonprofit. And basically my goals was, and this is why I think people be watching me, because my goals was to take that I Can for College is basically everybody in their own household collecting cans, right? Just regular cans that you already drunk out. And I come by, pick them up, see how much you raise, and say it's like $2-3, we take that money and put it in a 529 account, college account, which is a mutual funds, and it's basically they're making money for their college.
Right,
and they're putting it in a mutual fund account. So right when I started doing this and I started putting it on social media, boom, the city of St. Pete came with all these blue garbage cans for recycling. And I have dates to prove it. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? I just was saying that because trash is money. Like, everything is money. You feel me? Trash is money. That's, the city makes millions of dollars off of recycling shit that you throw in the garbage. You feel me? So why not take those cans and put it to your kids? But it's like a lot of people not gonna get it because it's such a little bit. But if you gotta imagine, I started that business before he turned when he was born. So if you would have started when they first was born, all the way to 18, even if it's $7, $10, and it's in a mutual fund account, making money on top of that. By the time they get to college, who knows what they'll have off of cans.
And then they're not in debt the moment they get out of college, because when they take out all these loans and do whatever, they're in debt before they even start making money. You already owe them.
That's right.
But
that's why I can't for college. It's still gonna work. I still, I'm finna crank it back up.
Yeah, because I'm supporting. I'm gonna put it out there. We gonna put it out there.
Keep them cans.
So you said, well, your dad passed away, what, 3 years ago?
Yeah, it's 3 years ago.
So he got a chance to see your success.
Yeah, he actually used to come help me paint, but he got so sick, like with his breathing and stuff. I'm like, man, I don't want you to die on me out here painting. But he did ask me like this shit. He was like, you need to hire me. And I knew,
that's so cool.
I knew when he stopped working that he was sick, because my dad would go to work sick, well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if he missing an arm, that nigga still go to work. He like, I got bills, and we want to keep his savings up, and he has shit to do. So yeah, he got a chance to see, a little bit, like just a little bit.
A little bit, because
he seen Pat the Painter, he seen the mobile detailing, he seen how I came up off a van that I drove for 3 years, you know what I'm saying, and we turned that into all of it, you know what I'm saying.
I seen you put a post up one time, and you was like, I wish I could have showed my dad some real money, or what real money looked like, or something like in that nature.
I wanted to retire.
So he saw you coming up, but he didn't get to see you at this level right here.
He didn't see the real.
Is that one of your things that keeps you going?
Yeah,
your remembrance of your dad, like
because he was. Man, if I come out with some music, he didn't give a fuck. He was playing it. You know what I'm saying? He was bumping it. He was telling everybody about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my dog. So I do everything I do is really for him. You feel me? Because I'm like, you taught me so much. It's like, I can't thank you enough. Because like we used to, I ain't gonna lie, I had to come question him. I'm like, man, my mama always here and she taking us everywhere. I'm like, where the fuck you be at? You feel me? Like, he started coming around like high school, coming to the high school games. Like, he started taking time out to actually come see us play and shit. And it meant so much to me. And then I was like, damn, when I questioned him, it was before I had kids.
Right.
So when I had kids, I had to come back like, man,
I understand.
I see what the fuck you was going through. I see. I see why you come out here on this porch and drink when mom's getting on your damn nerve.
Yeah.
Or I see why you do, you go to work so much and you trying to save money. I see why you say save money and shit like that. So a lot of shit I had to really see, after the fact. Yeah. But then right before he died of cancer, I was like, it was right when it was, the stocks and shit was booming and shit was going up. But shit, he was going down, so it is what it is. And it kind of took me out, you know what I'm saying? Like, right now, I'm really like 3 years in, so I'm kind of waking up. So even though I was making moves and going through all that shit, I was in a real bad depression.
Right, default mode, because we can move in default mode.
And a lot of people, it was hard though, because at the same time, that's when all that shit in the city happened with the giveaways, and so I really was going through some shit, and then I had to handle that shit. So it was really shit on top of shit. So I was just dealing with a lot.
But that's when we that shit is manure, and manure make the best stuff grow.
I know.
Yeah, so we can just use it, and it's like what I see. You have been using whatever life throws out at you.
That's my goal. Is just trying to stay happy. I go with the flow. Like, whatever's thrown to me is like, I can't cry about it. I can't give up about it. I just got to figure it out and just keep moving.
And cry about it, but keep moving. And even listen, because when the player is injured, so we talking about football.
Yeah.
It's they sitting on the bench, they still paid.
Yeah.
So it's okay to sometimes to sit on the bench.
Right.
But you still in the game. Like, don't take yourself out the game. Because you might need to sit down for a little while. Sit your ass down so you could get back and play good and do, you know. So, yeah, it's okay to sit and it's okay to cry. Yeah. You could cry and still keep moving, but don't stop moving. Life is movement.
I know.
And
that's what I was a good test.
Yeah, you've been doing it.
So, yeah, I've been keeping moving.
So, with you saying, Dad, where you been at, until Dad, I understand. Mm-hmm. Now, do you take that same thought process and apply it to your kids? Like, I gotta beat up for my kids. I gotta show them this. I gotta show them that.
Yeah.
Like with the kids doing the rapping, the pat snatch,
all that.
The daughter with the DJ equipment.
Yeah.
How is she with that?
She
DJ. So she back in the day she used to go to the studio with me and freestyle, but I seen it like I didn't want to push her too hard. Like, if you don't want to rap, don't rap.
Right.
You feel me? It's gonna be something that you gonna like. So one day, I think it was like 2 years ago, she was like, I want a DJ. I was like, well, let's go to the store.
Yeah.
Right.
So we went to the store and we got the equipment, and Christmas she got it. And ever since then, she been on it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
she
so
DJ'd her 8th grade dance.
That's
what I'm talking about.
That's so good because so many kids got dreams.
Yeah.
But their parents can't afford to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, just say football, little league football.
Right.
Kids can't play football because their parents can't afford to sign them up or the equipment. So when you have the means to do that, and, you know what I'm saying, they can get whatever they want. Man, that's such a good feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the go-karts, the four-wheelers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had none of that. I always wanted it, but we didn't have it. So, man, big ups to you. I salute you for, you know what I'm saying, being that good father. Mm-hmm. Now, when you came back a second time as BigRigBaby.
Yes, sir.
The boss.
Yes.
When now you got the chain, and I remember you said something about, man, the chain's so heavy I can't have it on for that long.
It's a kilo and a half.
But now, damn, that's a lot. Now you wear it all the time. Is that because it's like an image? Like you,
that's the first thing they want to see.
Right. It's a part of you.
Yes.
What made you get the truck?
It's different. It's different. And it's
nobody ain't got it.
Nobody. Let's rewind it back. I was the first one to do it. It's a lot of copycats on IG, and they don't want to give me my props, but it's cool. You ain't seen no rigs on nobody's neck, truck drivers or rappers at all.
I never seen
until I came with my shit.
Right
now, that's all on the internet, and they like, oh my god, it's so tight. I'm like, bro, come on back this way. Look at this one. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I wanted something different. I wanted it to fit me as a big person. So when I went in and told him what size I wanted it, he was looking at me like, what you mean? I'm like, yeah, I don't need no small shit. I want you to see this shit from over there.
The street.
You feel me? And so now when I go around, even like I was at Rolling Loud in Miami, the stars looking at me like, damn, who is that?
Right.
You feel me? It's a conversational opener. It's just something different. Everybody, they gonna stop and look.
Not knowing that you paid for your shit. Legally.
Yes, we good.
Not drug money.
No.
Not PPP loan.
No.
They ain't nobody coming to take it back.
No.
That's yours.
Yeah, ain't no repos.
We ain't counting pockets.
No.
Pocket watching. But how much did you spend on that chain?
What you guess? If you guess, I'll let you know.
I want to say with the bracelet, but I think you had the bracelet before the chain, right?
I brought it first.
He said it was a kilo and
I mean,
kilo and a half on my neck, and it's a little bit over a kilo on my wrist because they had to add 2 links.
You ain't get them
boy.
both at the same time, did you?
Nope.
It was the chain first, and then
it was the bracelet first. I went to Golden Diamonds,
the
and then I went to shout out to Dave the Jeweler in Tyrone Mall.
Yeah,
went down.
Oh, you blew their mind in Tyrone Mall.
The chain came before the
no, they both came together.
Okay. 100,000.
It's up there.
Yeah.
You up there. You up
Yeah.
there with it.
Yeah. That's a big piece, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's a big piece.
He said he a big boy. Like, I mean, it's kind of hard to, because sometimes you see the big boys with the little chain because they can't, you know. So it's
I mean,
I had to represent.
It's solid. The chain solid gold. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all bust down and stuff.
Nah,
so that's probably
the thing about it is gold. It never lose value. It always go up. So just in case, you know, God forbid, if some shit happen or they need some money, go and do what you do. That's what it's for. So instead of letting your money sit in the bank, shit, I want to sit on my neck for a little minute.
Right.
You feel me? So I can show the people like, look, you can have this shit too. Let's go. And it's it's gold. Like, you can't go wrong with gold.
Right.
No, definitely can't.
Melt it.
We Florida boys, so you
already know.
That's a part of the swag, the culture.
Yes, sir.
Now, and you fit right in the culture now.
Right.
Before, you know what I'm saying, people ain't know who BigRigBaby was. Now everybody know who BigRigBaby is. You know what I'm saying? Because you doing the rapping, you doing the giveaways. And a lot of people don't know, we gonna get into that.
Okay.
That you been giving away. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you been doing shit in the community.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like when y'all gave away the 10K on the yacht, on the boat.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
that was
saying?
a showcase.
Yeah.
A lot of people skipped that. I was like, man, y'all tripping.
Like where y'all, that's why I said on our comment, I was like, for these people that's been living up under a rock, that don't know that you been doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't following nobody.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like you in competition with nobody.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then out of nowhere, Traffic Jam Promotions came.
Yeah.
What made you start that?
I was doing, so when my dad died, let's go back to it. I wanted to do, get in my rapping, but I don't want to be really signed to nobody. I want to sign myself. So I came up with Traffic Jam Promotion, and plus I was just coming out my little, trying to get back to do something, but I know I didn't want to go back to labor work. So I wanted to get into my music. So I was like, you know what? Traffic Jam Promotion. So I went on and started the business of Traffic Jam Promotion. And we were promoting, like bringing bigger artists to the, to St. Pete, Tampa area, throwing shows. But it's a lot of, I would say, favoritism and, a lot of hate. I just be real. Them motherfuckers hating on me.
Right.
So they don't really want to support me with the promotion. My shows was top tier, but the crowd didn't match it.
Right.
And it was a lot of money going out, but not a lot coming in.
Right.
But they looked good, for the people. The people that came, they had fun. Like, even my Valentine's Day party, shit, I spent 5 to 7 racks on that shit. And I had, 6 people there on Valentine's. I'm like, bro, it come with food. It was decorated. It was just top tier.
Yeah, it was dope.
6 people there. You feel me? And shit, I was like one of the cameramans and shit like that. So I just, you learn, you take losses to get wins. You feel me? Like I know the back end of bringing artists. I know what they got to go through by doing drops. I'm connected with the people that I put, money in their pocket. They forever like, all right, what's up? Because it take money to, make money. So I'm plugged in. I could call them anytime for a show or a feature or whatever.
Right.
So it really wasn't a loss. It was a learning experience. I don't say loss. I say a learning experience. Right. So, with that being said, with the promotion, that's when I was like, you know what? You need to stop playing with yourself and just bring Big Rig out. So I was talking to myself, and I was like, you know what? Let me give myself a year. I'm only 8 months in, and I'm already this far. It ain't even a year.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I was sleeping on myself, because, I ain't gonna lie, it's tough being judged by a lot of people because they say, you for the streets, you got hoes and all that shit when they don't even know me.
Yeah, and because you had to go that way.
Yeah.
Because you had to do that. Don't mean that I got
That's
to.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So they don't take the time to really know the backstory and go through and do their research because they'll know, I'm chill. I'm cool. I'm cool with everybody.
Right.
And a lot of people, in the community, because I used to work different jobs in the painting. That's why I say everything comes together and comes to a whole, because those same people I used to work on jobs with, their moms or their aunties or them, and they all know me and they had a chance to talk to me.
Right.
While I'm working, y'all got a chance to know the real Patrick Williams before the Big Rig.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say everything come full circle that I did. I don't regret nothing.
Right.
Because when you in that field, in that industry, the hip hop industry goes hand in hand with the streets.
Right.
80-90% of artists come from the streets. Drug dealers, they all got criminal records, you know what I'm saying?
True.
That's the lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? It was almost to one point where you had to be from the streets to even become a rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or they're going to look at you like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
you?
So that's why they see the image, they see the big chain, they automatically think dope boy, whatever, you got hoes, you know what I'm saying? They don't know who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you was managing Cardio 500.
Yeah, we was just doing business together.
Right.
I wouldn't say manager because I don't like to use titles. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just felt like he was a good artist and still do to this day.
Yeah.
And he just needed a little boost. So, you know, and like I said, it's a learning experience.
Mm-hmm.
So by me working hand in hand with Cartier and we going on promo tours and meeting different peoples and connects and, you know, traveling around doing videos and stuff like that, I got a chance to see it like
Right.
the inside of how the shit work.
Right.
So, you know, we did a lot of business. We still doing business together. Shout out to Cardiac 500. His birthday coming up. You know, 9/11. We gonna be at the Palace.
Yeah. For
Okay.
sure, I got to be there.
Oh, yeah.
So they saying
At the Palace.
Yep.
What's the Palace?
The Palace is
It's the biggest club in St. Pete.
Mm-hmm.
it's like in Largo.
Yep.
Okay. But
it
okay,
ain't-
I
it
might
ain't
need to
Chuck
find
City
it.
or
yeah.
Okay.
But you know, hood gems got to be in there.
Oh, yeah.
But so what was I? Artists coming up, and like I was saying, you got to have that image and stuff.
Right.
They say it's like 80% business, 20% talent, or 90 business, 10 talent, something like that.
Right.
But a lot of artists that got talent, especially in St. Pete, but in other cities, but let's say in St. Pete,
Yes, sir.
it's so hard to make it. Do you think by you having the money that you was able to shoot past, you know what I'm saying, you can, when you got money, you can get into doors that other people can't get into, even if they got the talent?
It's not even the money, bro. If you take the money out the equation, it's the hustle.
Yeah.
You got to treat this shit like a business. You can't just drop no song and put it on YouTube and say, oh, I made it. You can't just put some shit on your Facebook. You got 100 people saying that shit fire. You think you the rawest here. You got to put it on the platforms, and I keep telling people the same shit for years. Only thing I did was put it on the platforms. Say Cheese, World Star,
Well, I'm
QC
saying you got to pay
Media.
for that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, but it's not that much.
Yeah.
If you look at their outfit and then look what they rapping about. Why the fuck you can't afford to promote it?
Right.
Then that mean you ain't got that money you talking about. Stop talking about it.
Right.
Fucking
I used to
QC Media is $40.
right.
Fourth quarter is like $40, $60, whatever. Say Cheese is $700.
A lot of people don't want to pay. You got to invest in your craft.
Of course.
I tell people to come on Hood Gyms, on Light Up the Spot. Give me $50. It costs to do interviews?
Yeah.
Like,
If you go on promo modes, like when I went to Texas, that shit was like $6,000.
Right. So that kind of that goes like to what I'm saying, like to go to Rolling Loud, to go here, to go there, to even to shake hands with an artist, you got to go backstage, you got to get VIP. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go to the show, pay the $20, $40 at the door. You got to pay that extra $100 or whatever to go VIP.
But it's not thousands of dollars. You're spending that at the club.
Don't want to spend
Do the
that
math.
money,
If
man.
you go to the club and get a booth, that's $300.
You spending money on the wrong shit.
That's what
Basically.
I was waiting.
You go to
That's
the mall.
exactly what it
You
is.
spend
You go
money
to
on
the mall, you gonna get some Balenciagas for $1,600.
Right.
You gonna get some $1,000 jeans, $1,000 shirt. Look how much money you just spent to go one night just to what, bag some what you quote hoes. That's dumb.
Yeah.
That same money you could have put it in your music. You just dropped the video.
Absolutely.
You could have put $750 here at Say Cheese. You could have put $40 here for QC Media. You could have hit up Top ATL and spent $300. Now you're known around the world.
Right.
Because now it's all social media. It's not going out. You can still go out, shake hands around here, but that's just here. If you want to touch a broader audience, you gotta go online. You gotta promote.
Right.
You could just sit up there. All right, I'm not gonna eat McDonald's today. I'm gonna use this 10 and save it for 2 days. Now I got $30. I'm finna just put it on here. If you're doing anything, investing in yourself in the music, you never know who's watching that page at that moment.
Right.
You could be a rapper and just put it on one of these sites. And maybe Jeezy applies or one of these. Like it's a lot of labels that watch these platforms.
Right. Be looking for.
You feel me? I got inside scoop. Like, bitch, they know who I am, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm in St.
You're not hard to miss though. Right?
But I'm saying, but just for labels to know who I am, coming from not pushing my music and just writing and having notebooks full of music and actually pushing it and putting it on platforms and telling people the sauce and they still don't want to do it.
Right.
And then you hating on me because I'm doing showcases and trying to put money in artists' pocket. Like that shit don't make no sense.
Another thing is people. A lot of people, you know that saying, it ain't what you know, it's who you know.
Right.
A lot of people took that shit and ran with it. Like, a lot of people want shit for free just because they know you. You know what I'm saying? My cousin used to hit me up all the time. He want videos, you know what I'm saying? I tell him 150. Like, you ain't finna get no video for 150.
No, you're not.
You know what I'm saying? But, like you said, you and your song talking about how much money you got, how much money you spend. You can't spend 150 for a video.
They all do that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta invest in yourself, man.
Yeah.
You gotta invest. You gotta put your priorities first.
Nobody's gonna invest in you if you want to invest in yourself.
Right.
Exactly.
For what? Why would I put money in you? You ain't
And
gonna
they
do shit.
see that though. They see how you went out and you paid for those shoes, but then pay to put yourself in there. People watch those who want to sign you. They see how you frivolous with money, not how you ain't even real with the money.
And then
so
they
I'm
be
not
so
finna do that
mad.
with
They
you.
like, and then you gotta see they got these little beefs between the DJs and the artists. Bro, what is a drink? What is $20 to a DJ to play your music for hundreds of people? When I go to the club, it's just business, bro. What you want to drink?
Right.
What you need? You put this on. Here you go. No questions asked.
Right.
Right.
That don't make no sense.
Right.
So it's just, it's a lot of shit that people still need to learn. You got a lot of people that just, they got a way of thinking and they just stuck on it.
Yeah.
So I let them be stuck. Shit, Yeah, you used to rap so long and all this shit, but I did too. I took a break. I came back. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you what I did. You still don't want to do it? Okay. But then now you want to hate.
Right.
Don't bother me, no.
Let's talk about the hate for a little bit. You get a lot of love.
Yeah, fake love.
It's some fake love, but I'm pretty sure you get some real love. I mean, it's some people that love you.
Yeah.
And then you got some fake love, but then you got some hate.
Yeah.
Straight up hate
For no reason.
for no reason. Let's talk about some of the hate you had to go through early on. Obviously you fought through it. You fighting through it. You're ignoring it. You say I know you can't say it don't bother you at times, but you deal with it.
Yeah.
But before we get into the hate that almost turned into beef, let's talk about early on. What was some of the hate that you was getting? Some of the things you had to fight through to get where you at?
Just everyday life shit. Even with the businesses, people have they just hate on it. They don't want to support. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So you just gotta weave through it. I got a lot of hate when I started the painting. A lot of people didn't believe the vision until they seen it in their face, and then they became believers. Even with the car wash shit, I feel like this. My whole thing was, I used to say, McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's all sell burgers, but they all make millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. So we all can come together and make money. Right. But a lot of people just don't see it that way, whether it's business, whether it's music, whether it's just being friends. And, it's always a competition, but it's not. If you ever noticed before anybody really blew from here, they didn't want to come together. It was different cliques, and sometimes they was beefing with the music shit. When I was thinking like ATL, they all come together. They all make money.
Yeah, because
they all support each other.
Different mindset.
Like we all can just if this camp over here dropping the tape, let's all share it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's all listen to it. Give it a click. If this one do it, let's do the same thing.
Right.
But no, it was like, nah, I ain't on that shit.
Yeah.
I ain't make that. I ain't finna do it. You know, that's always, you know, I done heard it all.
Yeah.
I just know how to maneuver through, bro. My gift is just to keep going. I think that's just, it's a gift I have and I question myself about sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how the fuck did you make it through that? Because like now, prime example, I don't do labor work no more, but when I go outside, I'm like, I really was in this shit all day.
Yeah.
When you go outside, you be like, damn, it's hot out here.
I really was in here all day getting it. It ain't bother me.
Because when you down, you know you come to do a thing, you just do the thing and you get on about your business.
And then when it was some extra overnight, I was really up 24 hours working.
Mm-hmm.
And still finna wake up the next day and go again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really was doing that. So that's my gift, is to keep going.
That's what keep you humble and keep you grinding, because you came from that.
Right.
A lot of niggas ain't never had no job.
No.
A lot of niggas, all they had was handouts their whole life. You know what I'm saying?
I feel bad for them.
Or daddies and uncles that was big dope boys.
I feel bad for them.
They got the trap handed to them. They got the plugs and the you know what I'm saying, drugs handed to them.
Well, if you do the right thing with it, you good. But if you ever slip up and got to start over, I feel bad for them.
Right.
So bad.
Because a lot of people ain't going to be able to make it through.
Right.
No,
and they usually don't.
No.
They usually don't.
A lot of niggas can't read a tape measure, bro. Can't cut a sheet of plywood.
I got a funny story about
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
When I was working for this contractor, and we were doing a backsplash. I'm fresh out of Job Corps. I knew a little bit about the tape measure, but I didn't, you know, math. I knew how to count and make money. Like, now you get all these fractions and all this shit. I'm like, oh, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So he was like, go cut this at, you know, let's just say 3 1/4.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I cut it 3 inches.
Yeah.
He like, what the fuck is this? And he was like mad, like, I thought you knew how to do this and da-da-da. And he was going in. It was a white guy. So I'm like, all right. What I did was, I ain't get mad. I ain't curse him out. What I did was, I went and redid it.
Yeah.
And I got it right. So when I got it right, at the end of the day, he like, you know what? I want to apologize for going off on you. And I see you ain't give up and you kept going.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I want to thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that skill of people talking about you and hollering at you and all that shit at a young age. You know what I'm saying? I know how to deal with it because I have flashes.
Yeah.
Like, I can see my life if I go this way or if I go this way.
You too?
Right before the incident.
What? Me too.
And a lot of people still go that way.
What?
But I got this much to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do my job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this check and I'm gonna just let that shit go. A lot of people won't let that shit go.
Don't know how to.
And that's how they get in more troubles and more problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I can let that shit
And
go.
now you further down to where you were.
Right.
No, you go.
That all comes from growing up. A lot of people grow up, you can't be soft, you know what I'm saying?
But for what? If you really look at
That's
it,
how we grew
let's
up.
go. Let's go.
I ain't
to
gonna
it.
let you talk to me like that. Who you
But
yelling
why?
at? Cracker?
But why?
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. But why?
And then where is it getting you? Like, you
Yes.
can't be soft, but you being hard ain't got you nowhere.
Right.
And so I said that the other day, like, we loyal to the things that ain't working for us.
It don't make no sense.
And if it ain't working, it is okay to say, Sierra, I said I was going to be loyal to this, but if it ain't benefit me, I got the right to change my mind.
Right.
I can be like, that shit ain't working. Let's come up with something new. Why stick with something that ain't helping you? It ain't growing you. It ain't putting no money in your pocket.
Right.
But yet you loyal to it.
It don't make no sense.
It don't.
I mean, some people grew up that way, and some people never lose that mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I get that, right? Because I was there. Still, stop complaining about it then. Because obviously you don't want to make no change, right? You don't want to make no change. You don't want to listen to what I'm telling you that could help you.
So you gotta move
So enjoy to make that shit the best shit you ever been in, because obviously that's where you want to be.
Right.
Right? So enjoy it, because you don't want to do nothing else.
Nah.
Stop complaining about your life if you're not willing to do nothing to change it.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
And then it's all about who they're around. You got to surround yourself, like, always been surrounded by millionaires and people that's got to hustle. You know, all the people within the contracting business, they got money. Like, one of the head persons I was working for, they had 40 units, 5 houses, so they was teaching me the rental game. The other guy I was working with, he was flipping houses, so I got a chance to see how they take raggedy houses, flip them, and sell them. So I always was surrounded by bosses and people that, like, was making moves. I wasn't up there, like, hanging with the crowd, trying to go to the club and shit. Yeah, I hit the club when I do, but during the day, I'm handling business, and I'm around business. So guess what? What I'm going to do, I'm finna handle business.
Right.
So it's just, if they don't take they self out of those different situations and put in, like, positive people in their life, they ain't going to learn shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they not going to listen.
And the issue be them. Like,
Yeah.
but we don't, like, you, out of everything, you the common denominator.
Right.
You go to bed, you wake up, you in all these situations. But
Nah.
it's everybody else's fault. Your life is the way that it is.
Right, yeah.
When do you decide, maybe they did screw you over, but when do you decide that I'm going to do right by me?
Right.
Well, let's talk about some more into the hate and
Okay.
you know,
More into the hate.
Okay.
because a big, you probably don't, well, you don't know about it, but a big thing happened a couple of months ago
Yes, sir.
with between you and Rod Wave Daddy.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about hate and people growing up a certain way, and now you almost 40, 50 years old and you still got the same mentality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How did it, and you been given away, but on this certain particular day, like, tell us the whole story.
I got you.
Did you already know prior to that day that Rod Wave was going to give away the gas?
All right, I'm gonna get into it, and like
Give
I
us
say,
the story.
shout out to this new album I got coming out called "Depressed with Money" because I get in depth with a lot of shit that's going on and what I was dealing with. But to
When
give
can we
y'all,
expect that? It's coming soon.
it's coming. I
Okay.
got it in
All
the
right.
mix.
Got
It's
you.
coming.
All right.
It's coming. I can't wait either.
Yeah, okay.
But the backstory on that, a lot of people don't know. Mr. Uwe, he died a week before the giveaway. Or well, he died, before the giveaway, right? So he used to pull up on me like I seen him coming down 18th one time. He pulled up and rolled down the window. He started repeating one of the lines from my song. And I was like, damn, boy, you really listen to it? Like, I was like, you really listen to Buffet Plates? And he was like, yeah, that's my shit. So he ended up dying right there, you know what I'm saying, on Central. I think it was a motorcycle accident. So his wife and kids was opening back up the seafood truck. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, a week later, after y'all just buried him, y'all finna open the truck. And I was like, that shit touched me. I was like, man, you hustling through pain. Because that's what I've been doing, hustling through pain. So I was like, all right, how much it is to buy the truck out? She gave me the number. I said, cool, just get this shit out for free. Just so happened it was the same Saturday that Rod Wave was giving out his gas.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So I seen Johnny on the comments. He was like, man, he's been solid. He been doing this. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm already giving out that one. Johnny, how much is it for 100 burgers and fries? Run it. I hit up Hood Hibachi because I just started eating his food. I was like, man, give out 30 trays. Or I think it was 30 or 50. Hit up the people that cut my hair, which is College Boy Cuts. Mm-hmm. Give out 100 haircuts. I hit up Mika with Annie's Seafood. I said, give out 50 trays. So only thing and then I hit up Mono Cup too. Right. Mono Cup. He actually went up there to the gas station and gave out water, his little Mono Cups to the kids while they was there waiting for Rod Wave. So I simply made a post on my page and I tagged everybody I was giving away, like, y'all, make sure y'all stop by and pick up some stuff. So Johnny put both of the posters together in the pictures, and he said my stepson and my friend really did, great for the community. I never put our pictures together. I never tried to get no clout off this man giveaway. Why the fuck would I need clout off some shit I've been doing? Mm-hmm. And the only reason why I give away is because when my dad died, I wanted to try to smile. So I was smiling through other people being able to get help because I was making their day. So it was kind of making my day.
Right.
So, okay, so fast forward, the shit, we get to the day of. Me and my kids got dressed. We on the way headed up there to go to see if we can see Rod Wave.
Right.
We bump his music. We fans still to this day. So I get a text like, this nigga going in on you. They sent me the video. Oh, this fuck nigga trying to hot off my son, and da-da-da-da. Nigga, the feds in town, and da-da-da, all this shit. So I'm like, I told my kids, like, you know what? Maybe we need to skip this because I don't know what's going on.
Right.
And, you know, I don't know how he feel, his daddy feeling like this. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Right.
Then I get another screenshot. The nigga going back here. So I'm like, all this from a giveaway?
Right.
I'm like, bro, I don't even know this man. I never met him or his son a day in my life. The only people I know is Johnny and his wife, which is Rod Wave's mom. But I knew Johnny. This is how I met Johnny. Johnny was the only one that made rib, like he would do rib tips. We call them rib tips in Chicago. It's where you cut the ribs up a certain way, dice it up. So it'd be like little bitty, like rib nuggets or whatever. So that's how me and him got cool. And when I started with the food trucks and shit, when I used to be out there and we all used to be out there together and shit, I just like, you get this out. Just get this out to the community or get this out, $100 here, $100 there. Still trying to smile. So that's the closest I ever got to Rod Wave, is just knowing and respect out of Johnny and his wife. And I met her. It's just like, hey, how you doing? Like, being polite. Like, it ain't no fan shit. Like, I really didn't know that was his mom. I just knew her as Johnny's wife. You feel me? So that's how that whole thing, got involved. But he was just going in so much, like I had to say something.
Right.
So what I did, like you just pulled it up, I put what he was saying on the front of my video, which this song is 2 years old. I've been had this song. So we just did a little chopped up.
That's the daddy right now?
Yeah, that's Rod Wave daddy. So we just did the song and we just chopped it up, and because he was like, who is BigRigBaby? So my video got shot out to KG Raw. He typed it in, and then we just did like, I sent him screenshots from the giveaway, and he just made a video, you know what I'm saying? And Rod Wave daddy came out with a song, Spread My Wings, and I just left it at that because to be honest, I think I was in the middle of like him wanting his wife or baby mama back or some shit. Like I was in the middle of some shit. I don't even know what I was in the middle of because I don't even know where it came from.
Right.
But to clear it up, I don't know this man. That's Johnny. I know Johnny.
And that's for some reason I thought you was talking about Mr. Newsom. Yeah. Okay.
I know Johnny.
Yeah.
And I don't know him, and I don't know why the fuck he wanted to go and talk about me, but I guess he got whatever he wanted off his chest.
Right.
But it was,
And McDonald's and Burger King sit across the corner from one another. And
right.
It
But it's
a problem.
But what is it? Why is it a beef over giving away? Like the community was
and so
in the air. It was just so that day.
That day was live.
That day was so perfect. It wasn't no violence.
Right.
Wasn't no fighting. Everybody got free shit.
Right.
Everybody was happy. Like, what's the problem?
Hey, that's my brother. That's Brad. Shout out to Brad.
Yeah, that's the college boy. They gave out 100 cuts.
Oh, and you been doing that too.
I've been doing
for
that.
Years, like
that
Christmas,
was Christmas, Thanksgiving. We gave out. You know what I'm saying? I always try to give back because I remember when I couldn't afford, and I remember when I was going through. And if I had some shit like that, oh my God! If somebody was giving out just one meal and I was able to save $10 for the next day, that would have made a fucking difference.
Right. Wow.
So
I heard a little bit about it. And I was like, so two people can't do things at the same time? Like
they made it a big issue. It was just so big.
Did you ever, to this day, have you and Rod Wave ever spoken?
No. When I went up to Newsom shop to go check on him to make sure, because he made a video about him going in too, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he was going in on everybody. So I went up there to check on him, and we talked, And the mom was like, you just missed my son by 5 minutes. He just left.
Oh, wow.
So we probably would have been able to see. Like, I don't even know what he thought about it or if he's seen it. I'm sure he's seen it.
Of course he's seen it, yeah.
But I don't know because to this day, nobody apologized or nothing. That's why I just was like, I let the shit go. But then I was like, fuck it, I'm finna drop this album because a lot of people was looking at me like I was starting it. Because he was doing lives and shit and then deleting it. So I keep my shit up. If I said it, I'm going to stand on it.
Come on.
You feel me? So it was making it seem like I was starting the shit. Like I was beefing with somebody. Like, and he ain't doing. This nigga made pictures and like screenshotted my pictures and everything. And I was like, bro, that same picture, I already put that on my page months ago. I look like Tyler Perry.
Right.
I reshared it. Thank you. Like
it made you bigger.
Right.
You was already big, but to the people who didn't know you.
Yeah, it opened the door so now they know. Yeah, they know who
Big
Rig is. Yeah, but see, a lot of people don't know I was going through a depression when that shit came out.
Yeah. Right, so that wasn't good. Like
it
you
wasn't.
don't know
like
how
I'm
that
already
like really just.
Yeah, I'm fighting with my people. You feel me? Like we going through our shit. My daddy just died. I'm going through that shit. I'm going through a whole bunch of shit, paying bills. Like, and then this nigga just talking about me, and then not everybody watching me. So now I can't like be private. You feel me? I can't be like mad. So when I come out, now it's people want to get hugs, pictures and shit.
Right.
So I always got to put on that like I'm good type shit.
Mm-hmm.
When inside I'm fucked up, and this nigga just made it worse.
And thank God that you are the good-hearted, humble guy that you are.
Oh yeah.
Because it could have went a different way.
Oh my God.
It could have went a different way. Then you would have been beefing with Rod Wave, beefing with his daddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you don't fuck with people, bro. You don't know who the fuck I know, who I fuck with. You don't know my crew. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't put all that shit on blast, but I know people around the world, and they was calling me like, bro, what's the fuck going on? Like, do we need to know, bro? I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm telling everybody, no, I'm good. I'm petty.
Right.
So what I did was, I was like, well, shit, this give me a reason to be petty.
Mm-hmm.
So I
made
made
it
I made it comical.
Let's
laugh about it. Let's call it a day. And, it is what it is, and it's dying down. And I'm thankful for that because I don't want to be in the middle of no beef. Then you got cops and shit looking at me like it's your fault. And,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And the fact that Rod Wave didn't say anything, like that was his daddy's energy. That's his father energy. Maybe, and as his father, maybe you feel like your son should have had the city to himself. Right? Maybe. But it didn't come out of Rod.
This ain't Pete, man.
No, but all I'm saying is that for him to beef with Rod Wave when it was out of his Rod Wave's father's mouth.
Right.
Like for you to get, so that was good that you didn't like just get mad at Rod Wave because it came out of his
daddy.
Yeah, and that man daddy got his own reason. Maybe he felt like he didn't do right by his son. You get what I'm saying? So you don't know the back end
of
you want
his chick back. It was just a
lot.
So it was just too much. It was a lot. But I think as a man and me being BigRigBaby and Patrick Williams, I handle it like it was supposed to be.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of no better way.
Yeah.
So like I said, all it takes is one wrong word.
Oh my God.
And you know what I'm saying? It's a whole big
I
thing.
still was outside. I was still doing my shit. I'm at the club. Bitch, if it was beef, they could have told me.
I was gonna ask you that. How is it that the hate? How is it being a celebrity now? Because now you not just Pat no more.
Yeah.
Now you BigRigBaby, and maybe not to you, but to the world, you're BigRigBaby more than you're Pat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all they see.
It's life changing. I'll say that because how could you put it? Because now I'm shaking hands with haters and fans and people that love me or people that fake love me, and it's hard to really tell the difference. To be honest with you,
right?
Because 1 minute they own some other shit, next minute they fans. I had some people that came to me and after I told them what the fuck happened that day and explained why the fuck I gave out, they like, oh shit. But I was over here on this side with him because I thought it was something else. Yeah, bitch, because you following the trend.
Right. And the fact that you was even on somebody's side before you heard both sides of the story says a lot about you.
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
So it's like I just gotta deal with it. I talk to a lot of people, which I was doing that before. I still do the same shit. I vibe by myself. I pull up by myself. I ain't scared of shit.
I was gonna ask you. Remember Kevin Hart stand up, and he was like, "It's certain levels to being a celebrity."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got the celebrities that can still walk around by themselves.
Yeah.
Then you got the celebrities that got to move bulletproof.
Oh yeah.
Everything. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
You ain't. How do you feel? You don't never. It ain't about being scared.
Yeah.
But it's about being aware of your surroundings. You don't never feel. You ain't never feel coming out with that big ass chain that niggas was gonna try to rob you after the club.
No.
Never.
Nope. Most of my times going out of town, except for this last time I went to Texas, I ain't have my file.
Yeah.
I was up there naked.
Yeah.
Moving around, shit, just moving and grooving.
Yeah.
It's just, man, when you get when you get to a certain point, bro, like I said, it goes back to when I lost my dad. I don't really give a fuck. I'm like, I really could have flipped out when all that shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I know somewhat how to control it. But I've got to the point where if some shit happened, it happened. Like, you can have your gun, you can have security. If it's meant for you to die, your ass gonna die.
And I mean, just the same way as the saying goes, you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Right.
If you walk around with bad energy gonna magnetize to you. But if you walk around with good energy, you protected by the blood of Jesus.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't have no beef with nobody.
Right.
That's another thing. I don't know your religious background, but you believe in God?
Yes, I believe in God. I was going to church and shit, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, when my dad died, I stopped doing a lot of shit because I was questioning. Everybody go through that little moments.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt, I didn't even have that conversation with God yet.
No.
We just chilling right now.
Right. And he'll sit with you right there and let you just chill.
Right.
Don't let everybody tell you how you supposed to have your personal relationship with your personal savior. Because when I go, it's me.
Right.
You ain't going with me. So this thing personal.
Yeah, so I grew up in the church. I was in church choir. My mama made us go to church and Bible study. And then when you get to that age, you want to hit the club and figure out what that is, and
So
then
you
you
making
go back
your children
to
go to church?
Right.
How does that work with your children?
we was going to church heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, after my dad died, we stopped doing a lot of shit. But they know God and they know about the rights and wrongs, and they read the Bible. They actually, they're actually at a private school right now, and it's a Christian school.
Okay.
So it's always got some God in there. Yeah, they got Chick-fil-A there at the game, man.
I need to visit Auntie Cousin Sierra coming because Chick-fil-A at the game.
Chick-fil-A at the game. I'm like, are you serious? I love it here.
Yeah.
It was a little powder puff. I ain't going to get on that. But, it was a good game.
But it was Chick-fil-A at the game.
Yeah, it was Chick-fil-A.
So
it was like 40. I think they won, 43-0.
Hey.
Yeah, but, so a lot of stuff. I'm slowly getting back into it.
Yeah.
So before we about to wrap it up, but before we get out of here, so you done accomplished so much in your life. How old are you?
Oh shit! I just turned 34.
34 years old. You done accomplished all this stuff. This man steady buying cars.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell some cars now. Y'all know somebody want a Project 71. I got a 85 Cutlass.
85 Cutlass.
That shit got to go, man.
Got to go.
You got so many.
Brain come with all your money though. That's all I'm saying.
You went from old schools. Now you got. You was just in a Bentley the other day.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm finna actually sell some of these old schools. I think I'm finna get me a foreign.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get me a Bentley.
You getting up the old schools?
I'm gonna keep my verts, but the rest of that shit gotta go.
You was trying to squeeze in the little
that BMW i5.
The white lady, you trying to squeeze in the
I told her I couldn't fit in that, but I'm glad.
You probably was like,
I couldn't move for nothing. I would not. You remember that video that went famous where that dude was trying to get out?
Yeah,
he crawled out and all that pins. No,
I thought about that too.
That's immediately what I saw when you said. That's when you said that.
That's what it gave me visions like that. So the BMW i5 is out the question unless I get something custom.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I said the same thing about the Corvette though.
No, the Corvette actually.
I said he ain't finna. That ain't his. He just standing by.
The Corvette is actually nice. Like the one that has, you hit the button and shit to go back. The Corvette, the convertible one. I got a little room in there to play. Yeah. You feel me? So I like those. It's just 9 times out of 10, I don't like a lot of those cars that's 2-seaters because I got family, I got kids. So I be wanting my kids to stunt with me. It ain't just about me having fun.
Then the Maserati.
Oh yeah, the Maserati truck was nice. That shit was nice. Yeah. But that new Cadillac truck nice too.
That thing does.
Yeah, but
so how is it? And then you left the house, right?
Yeah.
You moved to a bigger house.
Yeah, we rented it out.
Okay. How is it? Your whole lifestyle done changed now. How is it like not growing up, waking up, BigRigBaby? Like you're not
in your cup.
Driving in Dickens. How do it feel on the interstate?
It's like a
somebody thought you was who?
Oh, Money. Was it Money Man? Yo.
When they rolled down the window, they thought you was somebody.
No, Money Man. I was in Miami in the Bentley, and we was going to Rolling Loud. And the dude kept screaming on the highway. He was like, "Hey, Money Man, Money Man, Money Man!" And I was like, "I know I hear him." But I don't know what he's saying. So something told me to record. So I recorded it, and then I put it on. I was like, "What you said?" He said, "Oh man, I thought you was Money Man." I was like, "Nah, this BigRigBaby. Look me up."
Yeah, look me up. Yeah. So
but
how
that's
that
good.
feel, bro?
It's life changing. I will say I'm still getting used to it. Because I'm so used to waking up and going to work and like sweating and, just trying to figure out and juggle credit cards and juggle my checks to pay bills. And you know what I'm saying? To now it's to the point I got to wake up and I guess I'm going to do this today. Or like, oh, I'm bored. Let me go out of town. You know what I'm saying? Or let me check the stock markets and, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you got to get used to it. But and again, it's like I said, it's a gift and a curse because you have so much free time to be in your head. And your head can really take you out if you're not mentally stable. Mm-hmm. And I'm really big on like trying to figure out this thing we call life. Yeah. And like just getting through because, like they say, money can't change shit, but money can't either. You know what I'm saying? It's some shit money can't buy.
It's come on.
And it's some shit that money can buy.
Right.
So like you say, when you say I got all them cars, I did that shit out of depression.
Yeah.
My daddy died. I'm like, fuck that shit. I always wanted them to get me 2 of them.
Right.
It got to the point I had 4 dumps.
Yeah.
I always wanted one.
Right.
I brought 4.
Now you got 4.
Now I'm trying to sell them because I'm like, what is it? Because after you get to, like, say you have a dream and you get to that dream. When you get to that dream, it's not satisfying because it's like, well, then what's next? Mm-hmm. Right. Because if you got to that one, you can get to the next one, then the next one, then the next one. That's why you see a lot of millionaires still in the business. Because after $1 million, what comes? $1 billion.
Right.
And then after they get $1 billion, they want $1 trillion.
Right.
And then after the trillion, I don't know what the fuck come after that, but shit, somebody out here trying to get it.
You better know it.
They want gas money or whatever you want to call it. You feel me? So it's always a learning. Like, you still learning. And then I always go back to, like, a lot of the superstars that like took their own life because they were going through so much shit in their head.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, I see why you were going through that or why he didn't talk to nobody. Because, I try to look at different shit and just put my own spice to it because I don't want to end up doing no stupid shit like that. Or I don't want to end up having money and being more stressed out than I was when I was broke. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because some people be happy broke because you got to look at the inner shit. Like your family, like waking up, seeing smiles on other people's face or just that push, you know what I'm saying? But when you got money, you kind of like lose everything around you. You feel me? Sometimes you lose the people that helped you in the gym.
Right. And just so that little things, because now you got to have a big gate, because it's just certain things that come with that lifestyle. So it almost pushes you on the outskirt of those little things that just made you happy. Right. Like just riding past the gas station, there was a dude that used to just sit out there, read a book and drink his beer. Right. And that made my heart smile. So I went into the gas station. I said, "Sir, what beer does this man drink? When he come back in here, pay for his bill.
Right.
I don't know, never talked to him, nothing, but he deserves a bill because he made me. I'm hustling, busting, driving down the street trying to get to where I'm going, but he done slowed it down enough
calm.
that he's reading a book.
He found
who living the good life, me or him?
Right. That's why you gotta look at the homeless people too. Like we out here struggling, trying to get these bills.
And they got no worries, no
these
shoes
niggas wake
on.
up, you got $1. As soon as they get a beer, they happy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all a head thing, because how could you be happy when you don't have nothing but the little shit?
I thought about that shit.
That's
the
all
other
we
day.
need, though. We got too much stuff.
To the red light, and they was under the tree. Dude laying there with his feet crossed,
comfortable,
laid out. I'm like
comfortable,
and don't care. Listen, I've gotten there. I keep the pull up, fold out chair in the car. And any moment I feel like I just need to escape from the world, I pop it up, and I don't care. And I make it home, and don't care who watching.
See, that's all about like finding your inner peace, or finding your purpose, or finding like what is it that makes you happy?
Yeah, that balance.
Like those are questions that people, even with money, still can't answer.
Don't know.
Because you think all in all, like when you broke, you think like, all right, money gonna make me happy. And then once you get money, you like, man, this shit is way worse than it was when I was broke. So it's really like how you take it and roll with it, and what you make out of it, because it really ain't I'm not no different from the janitor or the fucking person working at McDonald's. You feel me?
Because no matter what you got external, outwardly,
right,
it's really what's on the inside of you that really matters. Because as you said, the people got all the money and they've taken their lives, so they got what we think that we missing, but yet still they took their life. So obviously they were missing still something. Because
you gotta realize, like, it get to the point when you get up there, you can't do nothing alone. Like, you can't, simple shit, go to the gas station, go to the mall.
Right.
You can't go out of town. You can't even eat a burger. They taking pictures like, oh, this motherfucker right here fucking that food up.
So you at least got to be happy with you, because
spend
a lot of time
now
with you.
You have to be happy with yourself, because now it's like you're a TV. Everybody watching.
Yeah.
You can't do shit.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it got to the point where I couldn't even go outside, like, with no bummy shit on, because I felt like they was watching. But I still do. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I still got a couple pair of my paint clothes I put on just so I can feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I go outside. Because my thing is, when I was painting, so I actually had the clothes on one time. And I was in some store in Tampa getting some wings or some shit. This is when I was promoting. So it was two little chicks, like, they was in front of me laughing. You know, I mean, they was behind me laughing, like, oh, this nigga looking mess. All in all, I got a check. You feel me? So what I did was I got my food. I was like, you know what? Pay for their shit.
Right.
So then when they get their order, their shit. It was paid for. They looking crazy. Like, yeah, bitch. Like, yeah. You need to watch your mouth. See that, you never know when a boss in the room.
You'll miss God just like that. Right. Say, if God was one of us, smile, like when you'll walk right past your blessing, focused on my outward appearance.
Yeah. So I like to trick it a little bit.
Riz, when you pulling up at the tree, you gonna win the next tree? Because you said you saw the dude laid out. Like, when was the last time?
Tree, man.
Yeah, and just like
woosah,
it's beautiful. Those the best naps. Listen, I got a few trees that know me by name. They don't, but this tree know me.
I never knew the power of vacationing and taking a break and resetting. I was always on go so much that I was like, vacation what?
Right.
That's money we gotta spend. We put that shit on the bill. You feel me? But once you get on a vacation, after, like, be able to just be at peace and just be able to just breathe, like, that shit feels so good. Like, I feel like I can breathe.
Yeah.
I can just chill. I can just think about a lot of shit. I can do shit that I thought I could never do.
Yeah.
And shit, I just want more.
I use all my vacation time. Wait now, where you going? No vacation, even if it's at home.
I used to cash out on my vacation.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I used to be like, just give me the money. I'm coming to work.
Yeah.
Now thinking back,
you should have took that time.
I should have been
so I'm just taking it, because again, my tomorrow ain't promised, and I hold on to all my vacation time, because and then I ain't get to use it.
This what used to give me, and this is what I go off for too. When I was driving school buses, which I love that job.
You used to drive school buses?
Used to drive school buses.
A whole Superman driving school buses.
Yeah, the kids and shit. I used to be like, y'all sit down. We finna promote this music. Get them some snacks. Yeah. We cool. I was cool with everybody, but it was a lot of people that do all them years, and there was this one person they did like 40 years. They retired that day and they died the next day.
Missed a guy at the job like a month later.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in his apartment alone.
Just died. So you go to thinking like, well, what did you do with your life but work for that job?
I ain't doing it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what time did you take for yourself before you die? Like, retirement don't have to be death, but damn, it was like, even when I was working, I had got a job at the city of St. Pete. And everybody like, oh, you got a job in the city, that's good. I'm like, man, fuck that shit.
Right.
They was giving me 13-something, and I was working the lot clearing, cutting grass this high. And every day I come in that motherfucker, they in there talking about, oh, I got 10 more years, 20 more years for retirement, 30 more years. I'm like, bro, and I just started. Like, I'm like, bro, ain't no way I'm gonna be
sound like a death sentence. Like, almost sound like you being locked up.
Right. So that's why I was like, I never looked at any jobs where they say it's good or not, because I feel like, nigga, I'm gonna work for myself.
Yeah. My
like,
spirit said, who told you gonna retire from this hospital? Because I had my mind made up, okay, I got a few more years and I'm gonna retire at 20 years. But my spirit's like, who told you gonna retire from that? I was like, okay, if I provide you with the money, that's all you need is the money, not necessarily retiring from a certain
you
place.
just gotta do it.
Yeah, I like
that. Find that piece and do it. You know what I'm saying?
So, find that piece.
Yep.
Bring me to my last two questions.
Don't take no's. Turn them into yeses.
Yep.
What makes Big Red happy?
That's a question I'm still trying to realize and figure out.
I like that.
I can't tell you right now. I can tell you what drives me. My kids.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just to be able to show them something different.
Yeah.
Show them like the same shit my parents showed me, but give them a little twist with it.
Yeah.
Show them that, look, if you want to rap. You want to DJ.
Right.
You want to do this, do it. You want to play football, do it. You know what I'm saying? It's my job to try to figure out, whether it's with money or just time, how to get it done.
Right.
And most of the time, it's really just time. It ain't really a lot of money. You can do a lot of shit with pennies, bro. You just got to open up your mind and figure it out. Because I did a lot of, listen, y'all just seeing this shit for like a year or 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like a year. We talking my life before, like when I was broke, I was still making boss moves. You know what I'm saying? I was a boss broke. I still was a boss.
Right.
I still made sure bills was paid. I still made sure we had time to go, out to eat, whether it was Applebee's, BJ's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just figuring the shit out. I was juggling credit cards. I was juggling paychecks. I was doing whatever I had to do to make that shit work.
You done did so much. From cleaning floors in the cleaner to going to Rolling Loud, going tour with Lil Baby and Chris Brown.
Right. You
did a lot in 34 years. What's next for BigRigBaby?
What the people can expect?
Well,
what's next?
You can expect this raw ass album, Depressed with Money, and that's just like, I like this album because I opened up about a lot of personal shit, a lot of stress, a lot of just everything. I touched every situation. And you can be expecting that. I'm going to try to get back to recording videos. I just took a break. Like when you your own person, you don't have to go by what everybody else do.
Right.
Everybody else dropping every day and shit. I drop when I want to. I'm having fun with this shit. You feel me? I'm not trying to treat it like no job because I don't like jobs.
Right.
And I like to be a boss, so I'm just treating this shit like a boss. When I want Big Rig to do some shit, he gonna do it.
Right.
When I don't want him to do it, he ain't gonna do it.
Right.
Because Patrick is the boss of BigRigBaby.
I like that.
And you can just be expecting a lot of more shit. Like, I'm trying to get these nonprofits together so we can get more shit going for the community, because I see a lot of shit that we can touch, even at little amounts. Like, I just raised what it was, like $500-$600 for the kids to go swimming over the summer because I was walking. They was in training, and then me and my daughter was walking around, and two little boys came up to me, and they was like, "Do you got $1 for us to go swimming?" And I was like, "What in the fuck?" I was like, "It's only $1." So I went up there and we paid it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what? Let me just give out let me just raise some money. I raised $100 for each rec in the south side of St. Pete, and it was like 100 kids, so that's like 400 kids was able to, swim for free.
And swimming can save their lives.
So
now, that's dope.
Now I can get prepared for upcoming stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm trying to get the nonprofits in order. Regular businesses, we're still painting out here. Larry, my partner, he got his business, but we still like work together. So you just expect more business, more. We're doing more. Actually, we got to go to the little young CEO.
I'm there. I see y'all.
Yeah, so we on that. So the kids get to talk. I get to talk to the kids. It's all about the youth. You know what I'm saying? I'm really big on that because there used to be a lady at my church. She always used to be screaming, "Save the children, save the children." And the funny part is, we used to laugh about that shit. Like, it was like, why she always saying this? Like, and she'll go so deep into it, but then it's like, now that I'm grown, I'm like, bitch, I'm saving the children. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how the world turned like that.
I believe the children.
Yeah, because they is.
Because if you got
teach them well and let them lead the way.
3 kids like your kids, and then you got 3 other kids that don't have parents,
right?
Less fortunate. Those are the kids that's more likely to grow up and start doing crimes, getting records, not finishing school,
right?
Perhaps dying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the youth, man. It's all about, because they the next generation.
Yeah.
And they still impressionable too.
Right.
Like we get stuck in our ways. Children, like if they break a bone, literally, I work at the children's hospital. You all right. And then next thing you know, a few months later, that same kid, you see them running down the hallway like nothing ever happened. So they're impressionable. They gonna fall. They can get back up. We get adults. We cry. We cry, and we don't know how to adapt
and
anymore.
Plus, they need to see. They need to see more.
Train them up.
More positive stuff, and more people that they can just, kind of like the Big Brother stuff. Like they can come and just see, put their eyes
and
on it.
Something
like,
that look like me, you look like
me.
Which
you came from where I was at.
Yeah, which means
that
means it's doable. I can do that.
Right. And then when I try to tell them about businesses and stuff like that, they be like, "Damn, I really can do that." Yeah. What do you want to do?
Right.
It's just like what I did with my kids. Instead of, how they used to say, go to school so you can get a good job, go to college. With my kids, I said, go to school, finish it, so you can own your own business.
Right.
We gotta teach more entrepreneurship. We gotta teach them that they be able to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? If they just put their mind to it, you don't have to do the same thing that our parents did or our grandparents did. It's a whole new world. Like you getting paid off the internet.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm pro hands-on the community where they can touch it, feel it, and experience, so they can know what they want. They sit in the classroom, only work their brain, and then you give them a lawnmower, they don't know what the word to do. You give them a spatula to flip a burger, they don't know what to do. But they got all this brain knowledge, but they don't know how to flip a burger. They don't know how to do none of that.
Can do all that. Yeah. Them right there, they can paint.
I'm talking about them grown people.
Wash cars, they can paint. They can,
I remember when you first gave him a screw, a power.
Oh yeah, drill.
He was drilling that piece on the door.
Because it's grown people that don't even know how to use a drill.
Right, man.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. I just look like this. I told you I like getting my hands dirty, man.
But yeah, and then in the future you got the main thing I'm gonna be pushing is my kids. We came to name up with VIP Kids because they so fucking spoiled. But they rap. They got a song called "Drippin' My Drip" coming out. Oh my god, it's gonna be kind of like how I imagine it in my head, and I know it's gonna be real. It's like that Soulja Boy, where he had that crank, that Soulja Boy with the dance. Like it's gonna take over because it's a kids being kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
And nowadays it's a lot of young rappers. They all want to be shooting shit up, drilling, stepping down. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no regular kid. So I think once they drop their shit, it's gonna take over.
It's a beautiful thing to be a kid, and I think that's intentionally why Scripture said for us to not forget our childlike faith. We become adults and believers and goats and CEOs and all these things, but we forget to have faith. Yeah. We see fears instead of opportunities. We see all these other things instead of a moment to learn.
Right.
Yeah, so
I love fears because I'm scared of heights, and I've been on so many planes this year, and even when I was painting, we had this like 2-story house. I posted it, And I was so fucking scared, but I had to make this money. I had to make this money. So I got my big ass up there, 2 stories on a ladder, cutting that shit in. It was so high. Yeah. Oh, my God. I was shaking a little bit, but eventually I just, had my headphones in. And what I used to do was just listen to beats and still be writing while I'm working. And I just got it done. And I looked at it and I was like, damn. I did that.
Because you can still be scared and still do it. Like, fear don't mean you can't do it. Like, it's okay to still be fearful, shaking in your boots and still show up.
Still get it done.
Yeah.
And still get it done.
This is a good interview. I
That's
like
our time,
it.
man. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
No
Y'all give it up, Big Rig Baby.
Big Rig Baby.
Hey, and that was an episode of Hood Gems. We had Big Rig Baby on. Man, so listen, man. Never stop grinding. Never stop hustling, man. Keep God first, man. Hey, follow them dreams.
Turn those no's into yeses.
You gotta support. You gotta put money. You gotta support your vision, man. Nobody ain't gonna ride for you like you gonna ride for you. Keep them kids first. Teach them kids, man. Bean, you got something to say before we get out of here?
Yes, first.
No, it's Bean first.
Bean first. Okay, what I gotta say to the people. Knowledge applied is wisdom. And you have not if you do not. Like, man, you ain't gonna have it.
Knowledge applied is wisdom. And you have not if you do not. Y'all make sure y'all get that. Y'all listen to that buffet plate if you ain't listen to it. Y'all get ready for that Depressed with Money. It's coming out. Yeah. Big Rig Baby. And
these
bro,
VIPs.
You got some advice before we get out here?
Just keep going, man. Don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. You got a dream out here, make it come true.
Y'all heard that? If you got a dream out here, make it come true.
I need to be on that track. I'm saying we're gonna do some business.
Oh yeah.
Big Red, you got any features open on this album?
I got Cartier 500. I'm working with a couple of other artists, and I'm just putting it together.
Got any open verses?
Open. I don't know. I'ma see. I'll go through it.
I ain't asked you that. What artists have you not worked with that you would like to work with?
I think I'm gonna do something with Plies.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do something with Plies.
They say Plies killed it last night.
Oh yeah, I'm talking over with JT Money.
Yeah,
and hopefully Trick Daddy in the future.
Yeah,
Rick Ross. You know, I'm gonna keep it Florida for a little minute.
Yeah,
Florida.
What about Kodak, man?
Oh yeah, shit, I gotta get my money up for shit.
Kodak, yeah.
Hey, he a real nigga too, man. You go down to the Broward, man. Holla at him.
Yeah.
He might give you the discount, but
oh yeah,
Florida got to stick together, man. I appreciate you for coming, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. That's what's
Hood Gym.
Hood Gym.
Hood Gym. Hood Gym. Hood Gym.
That was dope.
That did my soul some good.
Thinking back when we was broke, cranked up my hustle, we ain't going broke no more. Ran out of rubber bands, I was so excited about to count that shit up.